If I had a weapon, and I'm not talking about no spiritual weapons, I'm not talking about the breastplate of righteousness or the sword of the spirit. I was talking about an AR-15. If I had a freaking AR-15 right now, If you've never met an actual grandma killer in real life, hi, hello, it's me. My name is Furley. Nice to meet you. I'm one of them. Or so I really thought that I was. But wait, 1 second. Can we get into the makeup today? The blur, my God. I'm so talented. You know what I did? Before I get into the video. So anyway, I've been watching Love Island US recently, and like, I don't know if you watch the show, there's a girl called Clark on there, and her makeup is always to the nines, right? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna try her makeup look, and I'm gonna mix it with my typical makeup look, and I'm gonna see what comes out. And I did that today, and I am stunning. Okay, I am so freaking beautiful right now. Like, I love it. And honestly, I'm gonna start posting more makeup videos on here for sure, because I love doing my makeup. And you know, even if the audience that I have right now isn't into me for makeup, maybe I'll attract some people who do like makeup stuff, because I freaking love doing makeup and I love makeup related everything. Okay. All right, I'll stop talking about makeup. I'll get back to the story. But before you continue, hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel, where I basically am going to be doing whatever the hell I want. Before this specific video, I'm going to be giving you a story time on the spiritual psychosis that I was in high school that led me to believe that I was the cause of my own grandmother's demise. So have a seat, grab a snack, get some drinks, get some liquor, whatever it is you want, and then just sit back and enjoy the story. And you know, whilst you're doing that, I would really appreciate it if you also liked, commented, and subscribed. I mean, you don't have to. It would just make me very happy if you did that. And I would assume that as a human being who likes to see other human beings happy, you would want to make me happy and do that. So yeah, why not? I don't know. Get to it. Okay. Anyway, back to the story. So when I was younger, I grew up in a very religious household, right? It wasn't just religious, it was also kind of intense. For one, my parents were very strict, extremely strict people, to the point that it was like we're Haitians, right? And so like there's this very big Haitian phrase of l'école, la caille, l'église, which means school, home, church. Those are the only three places where you are allowed to go. Do not even ask, don't even waste your breath by asking to be anywhere else, to be hanging out with friends. What are friends? Your friends are your books. Your friends are your books, and your friends are Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit. Those are your friends. Okay, so that's how my parents were. They were very strict, very no nonsense about stuff like that, right? And so I'm sure you're thinking, because you've probably heard from other people who've also grown up in strict households, like, oh girl, like, I'm sure it's not that serious. Like, obviously you lied to your parents. You know what I mean? Like, everyone knows that strict parents make for the sneakiest kids, right? No, that was absolutely not going to be me, because my parents, especially my mom, where it was basically like, I was already very scared, obviously, when I was a kid, of my parents, because I was like, if I do any little thing wrong, like, they're gonna, I don't want to, you know what I mean? And so like, I was already like super like scared of them already, right? My mom wanted to hone in on the fact that we are not the ones you need to worry about. Do you want to know who you have to worry about? God. Yeah, the man upstairs. He sees every single sin. He sees every bad thing. He hears every curse word. He sees everything. So if you assume that because your dad and I are not there, that you could just do whatever you want and God is not going to see and punish you for what you have done, you are sorely mistaken, right? So my brain, especially when I was in high school, because when I was in high school, I was like very depressed, and so I turned to God, and I got like more like, you know, I got like more spiritual, I got more Christian, I got whatever, right? So especially around that time, my brain was very much like, oh, God can see everything. Like, God can really see everything. Like, I can't mess up for nothing. I can't do anything wrong, because I will suffer for my actions, y'all. Like, I genuinely believe that. I genuinely, like, I'm sure like other teenagers hear that stuff from their parents, and they're just like, oh, okay, all right, and then like they move on. Like, that wasn't me. I was like, oh my God, I'm genuinely terrified. Like, I'm genuinely scared. Like, I can't do anything wrong. So that's another reason why, even though my parents were strict, when I would go to school, when I was like away from them, because there was just school and church. So church, obviously, I'm gonna be Christian, whatever. But like when I was at school or whatever, I was not slipping up or like acting a certain way or doing certain things. Like, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't being sneaky, drugs, sex, anything, whatever. There was even a point where I stopped listening to music that was not holy, because y'all, I was very like, let me just, because I don't want to like disappoint this man. Like, I want this man to be proud of me, you know what I mean? And one of the big points of him being proud of me is me not disappointing my parents. Like, I have to obey them and I have to follow their rules at all freaking times. So that made me a terrible liar. I was such a bad liar. Like, I don't know if I'm how good of a liar I am now, but I remember when I was a teenager, I was the worst liar ever. Like I could not lie for the life of me. Like the second I felt a lie about to leave my lips, like my heart rate would start racing, and I was like, because I'm not trying to sin right now, y'all. I'm not trying to sin right now. Okay, so yeah, so that was just the backstory of like kind of like where my mind and where my brain is at to like lead to some more stuff. Okay, so anyway, like I said, Haitians are very l'école, la caille, l'église, school, home, church. There's nowhere else you can go. There's nothing else you can do. So for me, I was like, if I want to be out of the house and I want to socialize with other human beings, I have to be at church a lot and at school a lot. Okay, so that's what I would do. Like I would do everything in my power to avoid coming home. Like I joined so many events at church and so many clubs at school, and one of the clubs that I joined at school was like a tech crew kind of thing. And what I loved about this is that like I would basically like, you know, we would work in the auditorium like whenever dance was having a show or theater or chorus or there was some kind of award ceremony. Like my school literally had a award show, which is strange but interesting. I think like the high school I went to was like called Crop. Anyway, like it was like Crop's annual awards and whatever, and like they would get like freaking rappers, bro, to like come perform and stuff, like, and they were like superlative awards. It was like, oh, this person has the best drip in school or whatever, and then it was like a whole award ceremony for that, which is so interesting. But like I don't like whoever's idea it was that came up with that, like so mind-blowing, honestly. Innovation.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same.
Fantastic. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is I worked in the tech crew, and what I loved about the tech crew is it kept me away from home because I had to work constantly. Like there would be a lot of times where I'd be working into the night. Like they're running rehearsals, we're doing the lights, we're doing the sounds, like whatever, right? And so because of that, because of the fact that a lot of the times like I would be at shows and the show would end at like 7, 8, 9 p.m. and stuff, my house was like not that close to the school. Like the school I went to, like it was in, if you're from Miami, you might understand. It was like Ives Dairy, like around like Aventura Mall area, and I lived in like North Miami, like where like the Haitians are, you know, area. So it was like a good like 20 minutes to get to school, like through the highway, you know what I mean? So it was like, basically like there was no point in me going home and then coming back to school if there was like a show. I usually would just stay all day, and obviously because I'm staying all day, like I need dinner, like I need to eat food. And so because of that, my dad would like give me money, and he would be like, okay, yeah, like you can just go to like across the street to like the restaurants that are like right there. Like there was like a Chinese restaurant, I would like get like food from there. There's like a Jamaican restaurant, I would get food from there. And like, yeah, I would just like go across the street, get the food, and then come back to school. But like I knew that was like my path. It was like I do this, I do that. My parents know that these are the places I go, and then I come back to school. Like I am following the rules of like how I'm supposed to do things, right? So that's how I worked at every single show. I would stay at school, I would stay there all day, I would go to that one place, and I would come back. Sometimes like the other people on the tech crew would go to other places, but I was like, I'm just gonna stick to where my parents know I'm supposed to go. I'm gonna go to this one restaurant, that one restaurant, whatever, that's right across the street from the school, and I'm gonna come right back. I'm not doing no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm sticking to like what my parents know, right? Until this one day. There was this one day where we were going to have a show, and I wasn't just working on like for the show, I was also going to be performing at the show as well. And so because of the fact that I was also going to perform, my family wanted to go. So my dad, his sister, my aunt, and my grandmother on my dad's side, like they were going to come, and then my mom and my mom's mom were also going to come as well. So my mom's mom, like she had never like seen me perform at a show because she basically had just recently started living with us. Like she had just moved to like start living with us or whatever. Like she was like from Haiti, like she was like living with us for like a short period of time, you know? And so she had never seen me perform, and so it was basically like, oh, okay, it's gonna be a whole family affair, like everybody's gonna be there at the show, like they're excited, they're gonna come and they're gonna see me perform at the show later tonight, right? Okay, so it's that day, and I remember like one of the guys on the crew was basically like, hey guys, like I think where we should get food from today, like I think we should like go to the mall, like I think we should go to like the mall, like Aventura Mall. I think we should just go to the food court at Aventura Mall and then get our food from there, right? And you know, everybody else is kind of like, oh yeah, cool, and they kind of like say yes with like no hesitation. But for me, like I said yes because I wanted to be included and I wanted to be like a part of the team or whatever. But inside I was like a little like, oh dang, because the mall was never a part of my parents and I's arrangement. Like the mall, like, and the thing is, the mall, Aventura Mall in my school, they were not that far. Like, okay, yeah, I looked it up. It was only 3 miles away from my school. Like, it was not that far away at all, right? But my perception, my thing is like, it's not just the fact that it's not that far away. It's the fact that I would basically be disobeying my parents because my parents have never told me that they're okay with me going here. So if I want to go there, I can go on my phone and I can ask my parents, hey, hey, can I go to the mall and go like eat this food with the people who are there and then come back or whatever. But I knew like, I know my parents at this point to just not ask them for things, because I'm like, I know you're gonna say no. Like, I just knew they were gonna say no. And so my thought process was like, okay, so I can't tell them, because if I want to go, they're not gonna let me. And already as a teenager, I already felt like so left out of like life for the most part, because I felt like I was watching everybody just, you know, meet each other like and go places and whatever. And because my parents were so strict and I couldn't do anything, and it always made me feel like so sad and felt like I couldn't, like, you know, be with other teenagers and stuff. And so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna do the thing. I'm just gonna go, and yeah, it's gonna be totally fine. And no, because like I told y'all, I was terrible at lying. I was terrible at being dishonest. I was terrible at it, right? I would get the worst bone-crushing anxiety, fearing whatever consequences were going to come from my actions. So yes, did I go to the mall with them? I did. I went with them. I don't even remember how we got there. I think we took the bus or something. Oh my God, guys, the entire time I'm having so much anxiety. I have so much anxiety. Like, we are at the mall and we're just trying to chill. We're just trying to whatever. Like, there was like a car store in the mall or whatever, which I've always wondered, how do they get those in there? I don't know. But like, we went to the car store. We were like, oh, let's get, I think it was like a Tesla at the time. So we're like, oh yeah, like, let's get into the car. Like, oh yeah, like, let's play with the little things. Just teenagers being teenagers or whatever. And so yeah, everyone's having fun. They're like, oh my God, this car's so cool, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, the car's so cool. Like, and then we're walking. Oh yeah, that store looks really good. I think they have like some new shoes or whatever that they just dropped. And I'm like, yeah, like, probably pretty cool. This shoes. Like, I'm literally just like stressed, because like, I think another part of my head was just like, I know that like I always obey my parents. It's going to be the one day where I disobey them, something is gonna go awry. Like, I immediately was like, I know that somebody that knows them is gonna see me at the mall, like someone from their church or someone from their job is gonna see me at the mall, and they're gonna go to my parent and be like, oh my God, like, I saw your daughter the other day. Where was my daughter? She was at Aventura Mall. Like, I saw her, you know, with her friends, with like all those boys and stuff like that. Boys, what? And then I would die. So that's how my brain was thinking. My brain was like, oh my God, all the variables and all the things that could go wrong. Like, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this. I know, like, oh my God, like, God is going to freaking punish me. I know it. In one way or another, I know it. I just know it, right? And okay, so there's another thing. I had like a phone, right? I had a brand new phone that my sister-in-law and my brother had just bought for me after I had broken my last phone. And my sister-in-law, the one thing she specifically said was, this is going to be the last time we do this. If you break this one, you're not getting another one, right? And it was just very recently purchased. So I was very like, okay, I'm gonna be more protective over this phone, right? But then tell me, while we were at the food court, right, we were all sitting at a table, and they were like thinking like, okay, like, I don't know which of these restaurants we're going to go to, but we were just like sitting at the table. It was like a group of us. It was like a good 6 or 7 of us, I think, who were there. And I remember like I needed to use the restroom, right? And so I was like, okay, hey guys, like, so I'll be right back. Like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back, right? And I left my phone on the table with them, and then I went to the bathroom, did what I needed to do, come back. I see the table that they were at, but nobody's sitting there. Like, why is nobody sitting there? Like, I can't find them. What's going on? Where did they go? Like, and I don't have my phone. I can't text somebody and just be like, oh, like, where did you guys go? Because I don't have my phone with me. So I'm like stressed out. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where did they go? And so this is another thing. I'm like, fucking God, this is what happens. This is what freaking happens. This is what freaking happens when you don't listen, right? And so like, I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. And then I'm stressed. And then all of a sudden I realized that they were like at this table that was like way here on like one corner, and then instead of being at that one table, they like all just moved to like another table far away or whatever. And then they were literally watching me be so confused as to where they were, and then just like laughing at how confused I was. And I was like, oh my God, whatever. And so like I find them, and then I go and I like sit down, right? And then once I sit down, I'm looking like, wait, hold on, because before I left my phone down at that table with them, right? My brand new phone, right? I left it there at the table with them because I trusted them, right? And so like I'm literally just like excuse me, because also I was a very big people pleaser at the time, guys. Like, I was not like a big person that was gonna be like, where the F is my phone? Like, that wasn't me. Like, I was very much kind of just like, hey, did you guys like see where my phone was at? Like, it was at the table that we were just sitting at, and then, you know, when you guys left the table, and now I don't see my phone. And they all literally looked at me like, oh, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't see your phone like at all. And I'm literally just like, God, okay, like, and now I'm stressed again, and my heart is racing again, because like I told you, my sister-in-law just had told me. My sister-in-law literally looked at me and she was like, we are not getting you another one if you break or like lose or whatever this one, because you just like, that's what happened with the last one. You have to like take care of this one. So now I'm so freaking stressed, and so they're enjoying their time and they're laughing and they're like, ha, 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 like, you know, talking to each other, and I cannot focus because now I'm like, where's my phone? And so now I'm like, I am searching all around this damn food court. Like, I went over to the table that we were just at and I'm like looking all over for it. I'm like, wait, what? And then maybe I was mistaken. Maybe I actually took it with me to the bathroom. And so like, then I go to the bathroom and I'm trying to see if I can find it in the bathroom, and I can't find it in the bathroom. And I'm literally just like starting to freak out and I'm starting to cry because I'm like, oh my God, like I'm like, I can't find my phone. And once again, what do you think my next thought was? This is what happens when you disobey your fucking parents. Like, damn, like once again, I'm like, oh my God, like, oh, like, I'm sorry, God, like, I don't want, like, I'm sorry, like, just please, like, I'm literally in the bathroom crying and praying to God. I'm like, please, please, God, like, I'm so sorry, like, I can't, like, lose another phone. Like, they just bought me a brand new one. Like, God, please, like, I'm literally, like, praying so hard, like, in the bathroom. Like, I don't know where my phone is. I don't know where my phone is, you know what I mean? And I'm I spent basically, like, a good, like, 45 minutes to an hour searching for my phone. Like, I could not find my phone, right? And then, like, I eventually just, like, go back to the group and I'm just, like, defeated. I'm literally just, like, defeated, and I just feel, like, hopeless, and I'm just kind of like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I don't even think I ate. Guys, like, this was supposed to be, like, we were supposed to, like, be going over there to eat food, and they were, like, eating and chilling and having a good time. I was not. I was literally stressed trying to find my phone. You know what I mean? And I literally was just, like, I didn't even eat. I was literally just stressed, right? And then, tell me why one of those little shits looks at me. And they're just like, oh, we had your phone this whole time. If I had a weapon, and I'm not talking about no spiritual weapons, I'm not talking about the breastplate of righteousness or the sword of the spirit. I was talking about an AR-15. If I had a freaking AR-15 right now, honestly, I should have expected it at that point. Like, because the crew that I was in, whatever, they love to, like, make me the butt of the joke a lot of times, and they love to pick on me, like, a lot, like a whole fucking lot, you know what I mean? And so I should have just assumed that, yeah, they're probably with me, and I didn't because I like to see the best in people. I tend to like to see the best in people, and I'm very naive, and that's why I hate people like them so much, because I'm like, I literally see the best in people. Like, I think the good in most human beings, and then you go and just be a complete asshole, disgusting human being. Like, I'm like, oh God. Anyway, not the point. So I find the phone and I'm just like, thank you God. Thank you God. Like, I'm glad I found the phone. Like, I didn't eat. I'm hungry still, but it's fine. Like, I'm just glad I had this phone. I was literally so stressed at, like, what the reaction was going to be once my family found out that I had lost it. So I was fine. I was giddy. I was like, it's fine, whatever. Like, let's just go back to the freaking school and get ready for this damn show, right? And so basically, like, we're leaving the mall, and we were leaving on foot because no one on our crew had a car, and so we were just basically going to walk back to school. And now I just, like, looked online, and it was saying that it was an hour and 50-minute walk back. So maybe I'm mistaken, but I feel like I do remember this. I remember us walking, like, we were walking back to school. But that was strange because ain't no way we were walking in that Miami, Florida heat for 2 hours. Ain't no way. But anyway, we started to walk. You know, in a direction of our school. Maybe we took a bus to a certain place and then we, like, started to walk. I don't know. But we were walking. And then, like, one of the members of the crew, one of their friends, like, drove by, right? And they were, like, in their car, and then they see him, and they're just like, oh my God, hey, I'm just gonna call the guy Bob, whatever. Like, oh my God, hey, Bob, what's up? Like, why are you walking? Why are you and all of your friends, like, why are you guys, like, walking, like, you know, whatever, like, where are you guys going? And Bob was like, oh, we're going back to school right now. We're going to Crop, like, we're going to, like, our high school. And then the guy was like, and you're on foot? Yo, get in the car. And he was like, okay, like, just get in the car and then we'll go. And so we are, like I said, like, a lot of people, and this person didn't have, like, the biggest car, so we just, like, go in and just pack like sardines into this car. And honestly, I am a bit claustrophobic, but that wasn't my issue when we got into the car. What my issue was when we got into the car was this: the second we stepped into that vehicle, tell me why the scent of ganja smacked me in the face. The scent of Mary Joanne, the scent of trees, of just that stuff was so strong, so heavy in this car. And I was like, yeah, okay, all right, God, enough, please. I get it. Don't disobey my parents. Don't mislead them. But do you have to do this? Are you kidding? Because, like I said, when I was in high school, I wasn't doing that, guys. When I was in high school, I wasn't drinking. I wasn't doing any of that. So heaven forbid I don't even partake in that activity. I don't even have I didn't even get to feel the feelings of it partaking in the activity, but my clothes start to smell like it because I was in a car with someone who clearly does it a lot, and then my mother kills me. Now what? Now what? Oh my God, I was like, I cannot believe, oh my God. Dude, I'm stressed again. I'm like, I am going to smell like this stuff and she is going to end my life, and I didn't even get the chance to get high, God. But anyway, that nightmare of a mall experience was over. We got to the school and we got to the point of the show, right? And I was performing in the show. I bet you guys are kind of like, where does her grandma come into this? Hold on, we're getting there, okay? We're getting there. So I get to the show, and I perform at the show, right? Like I do what I had to do, like theater, Shakespeare, whatever, I don't know. But like I did the thing, I did the show. And once the show was over, I see my dad. I see my dad with his sister, my aunt, and his mom, right? But who I don't see are my mom and my mom's mom, like, and they were supposed to be there that day. So I was like, that's strange. Like, I don't know what's off of going on with that. And like, it wasn't like I was in person. It was just like, oh my God, I can't believe you're not at my show. Girl, I have been a performing child since I was like born, okay? So I have had 11 shows in elementary, middle, high school. My parents have been to a lot of those, so I wasn't about to trip over them missing one. Like, I did not care. I wasn't about to trip over like one little show, right? But I was just kind of like, this is weird, right? Anyway, so I get to the car and like my dad's like, yeah, it was so good. And my grandma's like, oh, whatever. Like, so like, yeah, they're like, you know, hyping me up or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. We're driving home. And I'm kind of weirded out because I'm like, why did my dad not drop off my grandma and his sister? Like, why are they going home with us? Like, I don't understand like what's going on with that. But okay. And then, you know, when we finally get to the house, my dad's pulling in and I'm like, why are there like 17 cars in the driveway? Like, why are there so many damn people at the house right now? Like, I'm so freaking confused. And so like, I'm like, all right, whatever, that's cool. I don't care. Like, that's strange. I guess I'll find out when we get in. Like, my dad unlocks the door. I walk into the house. I see all of these people at the house. And I just see my mom just like on the couch and she's like crying. And I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, hey, Ferline, so basically your grandma died today. And I was just like, y'all, I literally fell to my knees and screamed out in agony, okay? And I just started sobbing. And guys, my mom's mom, I didn't really know her that well. I didn't grow up seeing her all the time or whatever. Like, it wasn't like, oh, we had like this very strong bond or whatever, and like that's the reason that I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I'm so distraught that I lost her. No, the reason that I literally was just like, I am screaming, I am whatever, I thought that this was God's final nail in the coffin. I thought God was like, okay, you want to go and mislead your parents, lie to your parents, and do things behind your parents' back? Here you go, boom, dead grandmother. What? And it was so crazy. I was sobbing so much. Like, to the point that everyone was like, oh my God. And they had to like, they ran to like console me, like, oh my gosh, like she's so sad. She's so sad. And they're probably thinking that I'm sad because I miss her. I'm like, no, I'm sad because I killed her. I'm sad because I am the reason she's not here anymore. Like, I was like, I've been here. I've been sinning, y'all. I've been sinning. And now we are one family member shorter. I gotta be a saint for the rest of my life, or the rest of you will go with her. My Lord. Literally, it was so bad. And it took me way too long to realize that like, that's not how things work. I don't think, you know what I mean? But like, but at that age and at that time and at like that period of my life, I was like, no, literally, that's what happened. I took her life by being a heathen. I took her life by going out, by going to Aventura Mall without my parents' permission. Who goes to Aventura Mall anyway, huh? Who goes to Aventura Mall? Heathens and whores. You want to be a heathen or a whore? You are one. That's why Granny's gone. It was stupid, y'all. It was so dumb. But yeah, anyway, RIP to her. And I'm very glad that my era of spiritual psychosis is over. And I'm not thinking like this anymore. 2025 makes it, I think, like 10 years since this happened. So yeah, grandma not mad. Grandma just hurt. She's hurt. she's hurt. She's hurting. Like, no, like, I know she's good. You know, she's vibing, you know, wherever she is. I honestly, I don't know, because I don't really know what I believe in right now. So I'm like, in heaven, in the stratosphere, in another life, the second one, I don't know. I hope she's happy though, and I hope that in her next life, her granddaughter will be a normal human being. Like, because this story was definitely a lot, but if you actually stuck through the entire thing, oh my god, I love you. What? You're insane. Thank you so much, girl. Well, then you might as well like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell while you're at it so you're notified every time I upload. What? Girl, or guy, or they, person, period. Thank you so much. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story. Stay safe out there. I love you, pretty. Bye.